Hello YouTube, welcome to Sort of Smarter. Today we are going to try to see if we can't screw up or make better my wife's little pink radio. I'm sure you guys are familiar with these little guys. They're all over the internet. These little cheap little radios. I don't know, $5-6 radios, little antennas. You can put a memory card in the side of them, one little speaker in the back of them, obviously an antenna on them. She sits it on the side of her computer and listens to it quietly at her computer when she's at work. But it's too loud. Even on its quietest volume setting, in this here, it doesn't seem very loud, but in her office it's very quiet, and that makes too much noise. And I suppose with YouTube copyrights we can't use the radio station, but I can use the music I like here. And so we're going to open it up, see what makes it tick, and although there's lots of other videos about these little boxes and people doing stuff to them, tearing apart, doing stuff on them, and I thought, well, what the heck, what's another video about someone else tearing another one of these things apart? So I figured we would go through it. I want to add another battery to it, and just to increase its battery life. Just because the port for her computer is not right next to her desk, so she can plug it in at night when she leaves to charge it up, but where she keeps it, it won't keep its battery life. So this is a 400 milliamp hour battery. I don't know what size the one that's in here is, but we are about to find out. So we will take this apart and see. Now, I've done a couple searches on a couple videos online already, seen a couple of guys how they've taken this apart. There's this Russian guy, and he had one that was broken. His USB port didn't work on it. He had to resolder the connection on it. So, and there's some really good information online about voltage dividers using a 4 ohm resistor in line and then a 2 ohm resistor in parallel across the speaker, the positive and negative, to create a very good voltage divider. That way we're not disrupting the frequency on the speaker, keeping the same load. And I don't think this speaker's got that kind of response, and I'm really not that interested in it, and I don't think the load on the circuit is going to be that sensitive. If I'm just going to put a 6.8 ohm resistor, 10 watt, let me see this here if it'll focus on it. I can get that on there. That 10 watt 6.8 ohm resistor in line with the negative connection on it, and then we're going to put this battery in parallel with the existing battery that's in there, just to try to double up the life and see what we get here. So I took off that plate on the bottom of it. It's got a little silly little LED when you turn it on that that flashes around, and I'll get this popped open on the bottom, and pull a speaker out here. This case here is aluminum, so, and I've got the hot glue gun warming up already. So let's see what. All right. So what do we have here? We have the battery double back taped to the speaker. It does not say what its rating is at all. It's heat shrunk, so its rating's probably inside that heat shrink or underneath that double back tape. I don't know if I want to. I don't think I want to take it off that double back tape. So let's see here. So there is the control board inside there. You can see all the very simple circuit, decent speaker. I glue that to the back of it. There's the antenna that I took that screw out of that plate. That comes out. They've soldered the connection to there. And it looks like there's 2 screws that hold that circuit board to the front face, so we will just unscrew those and get those out of the way. That one there. That one there. Oh, that makes that very easy. So that out of the way there. Oh, there's the other screw. So, in one of the other videos I'd seen, like I was hoping, so I have this connection here, this JST plug. It'll focus. What I want to do is, if you see on the circuit board here, where they attach the battery, there is a silk screen for the JST connector here. And I am betting that if I take the voltmeter, put it on 20 volts. If I go across there, we're at 4.3 volts. That is the connection to the battery. So I'm hoping that this will fit the spacing across those pins. I'm hoping the pins aren't too big to fit into that circuit board. Pin spacing is a little bit wide. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Alright. Wasn't that just beautiful? So we will solder that connection there. Let's make sure the polarity, because I do not want to plug that in backwards. One lithium battery to another. Let's not try to blow this up. So that should be negative. Yep, alright, negatives on that side. Desolder the negative terminal and just solder this in. And they use lead-free solder, so I'm going to flow some fresh solder onto that connector there. Just to get some clean leaded solder on there. And then attach this wire to here. And you know what? I'm going to get a piece of shrink tubing. Alright, let's slide that on there. Separate that a little bit. There we go. Slide that on there. Alrighty. There. A little bit of heat in there. Trying to cook the speaker. Alright, we got that, we got that, we got that. Let us, and let's get my auxiliary jack again. Plug that in, turn the line volume up. Volume. Well, it gets to a very whisper quiet now. I barely hear it now. It's really amazing how loud these things will get. I don't think it'll overdrive the circuit with the extra resistance on there. If it does, we'll have to rethink it. But both batteries are on there. Obviously it's working, so let's turn it off and get it back to now. We'll see if we can't get it back together in one piece. Make it work again when it's all done. Now that we made it work out of the box. See if we can get it back in the box and make it work. Well, looks like I'm going to have to glue that circuit board in against the framing and squeeze it together. Apparently, if you put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag, we have to glue it shut to get it to stay. Because it's a little tight fit now. Oh well, such is life, right? That's what hot glue is for, right? Sure is so frickin' big. You know, I think if I had a pair of dikes, I could cut that ear. Certainly make that a little bit smaller, make my life a little bit simpler. Oh, well, I broke the solder. That damn speaker, I knew that was going to happen. Well, I broke them both off. Alright, well, let's solder those both back on. What happens when you hark around on these too much. Alright. Third time's a charm, right? Oh, that's better. Except, I think... I'll have to work on that switch, but other than getting some glue behind that switch, finally getting that back together, a little bit of glue in that switch, I think we have a success of making a very quiet speaker. Alright, YouTube, this is sort of smarter, and we are signing off this time. We'll catch you guys later.